ladies and gentlemen, give our bride just a moment, and I promise when she gets here, I will ask for everyone to please stand. And everyone, if you would please stand. Everyone, if you'd please be seated. And Dad, if you could please escort your bride forward. So welcome, friends, family, and honored guests. Let us be welcome to this lovely location here today, because we are here to celebrate a very important moment. We are here to celebrate with Michelle and Dan as they are proclaiming their love and understanding for each other that has grown and matured, and you have chosen to live your lives together as husband and wife. And all of you are here today because in one way or another, you've been a special part of Michelle and Dan's lives. And it's amazing to see how many loving faces are here with our couple today, showing your love and support to bear witness to this marriage. And this marriage begins on the foundation that's been built with trust and love and maybe a few boxes of Frenzia wine. But with what began as a friendship and a few simple meals, they're going to begin a new chapter today. And with all of you, Michelle and Dan's family, friends, loved ones, another simple meal, hopefully not Frenzia, we get to begin a brand new chapter in their lives. Now, Michelle and Dan, your marriage today is made public, and this legal joining of your souls has already been united in your hearts. Marriage is going to allow you a new environment to share your lives together, to break bread as husband and wife, partners in life, standing together to face life and the world hand in hand. Marriage will expand you as individuals, define you as a couple, deepen your love for one another. And in your lives together, we know that you will continue to overcome all of life's obstacles with good food and honest friendship. So, let your marriage be a time of forever awaking of each morning and falling in love with each other all over again. Now, Michelle and Dan, you have known each other for several years, and although at first glance you didn't have this moment of commitment, at some moment you decided to marry. And from that moment of yes to this moment of yes, and indeed you've made some promises and some agreements here and there in a very informal way, but all those conversations that may have been held in writing a car or over a meal, all those sentences began with, when we're married, or could have continued with I will and you will and we will. You had those late night talks that included someday, somehow, and maybe, and all those promises that were the spoken matters of your heart. Just basically two people working out what they want, what they believe, and what they hope for one another. It is all those common things and more. That's the real process of marriage. These are the things that you're going to learn to appreciate and love about each other today. They may be different 10 years from now, but you will remember today. And you'll remember these vows that you made to one another. You will relearn and reappreciate each other as often as you need. Marriage is about having someone to laugh with, to snuggle with, to stick your cold feet on when you're sitting on the couch. It's having someone that gets your obscure office references, or maybe those ridiculous sayings. Marriage, it's that your best friend, your partner in life. It's that one person that you get to trust with those deepest secrets of your heart. And then seeing that no moment is without meaning. I'm going to ask that both of you take this marriage as the beginning of your lives together. Today signifies the creation of a new life, of a new family, a new future for the pair of you. And may you be fulfilled by each other's love and by your friendship. May you be overjoyed by the promises you're about to make in the life together that you're going to create. Remember that in every marriage there's some good times, there's some bad times, times of joy and times of sorrow. Marriage is a journey. This is a time for adventure and excitement. But it's also enhanced by love, trust, dedication, and the faith that you have in one another. You get to know that the good times are sweeter when shared, and the difficult times are less harsh when they're borne by two. Continue to work to build that foundation that will support this lasting relationship that's marriage. And may the promises that you make to one another today be lived out for the end of your lives. Tomorrow can bring you the greatest of joys, but today's the day that it all begins. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to each other, you know all these things that we have hoped, we've promised, and we've dreamed. Well, I meant it, every single word. So look at one another and remember this moment in time. Because before this moment, you've been many things to each other. First an acquaintance, and then a friend, a companion, a lover, a teacher. You've learned much from one another these past few years. You've learned that good company and friendship count for more than wealth, good looks, or position. You've learned that a marriage is a maze in which we wander, a maze that got us through, and we found in the heart that best companion. And now you get to say a few words that will take you across the threshold of life into this new chapter in your lives. And I will ask that you will always treat each other with respect. Remind yourselves often of what brought you here today. Give highest priority to the tendernesses, the kindnesses, and the gentlenesses that your marriage deserves. Now you should take a few moments and realize that this wedding, this is a celebration of your miracle of love. And today, in the presence of your family and your friends, we are privileged to celebrate this miracle that you have in your lives. So with all that being said, I'll have some very important questions for you both. Michelle and Dan, do you present yourselves willingly and of your own accord to be joined in marriage?
We will.
Will you promise to care for one another in joy and in the sorrows of life, to come what may, to share the responsibility of growth and enrichment of your lives together?
We will.
And will you, Michelle, and will you, Dan, be each other's partners from this day forward? Will you bring out the very best in one another, share your happiest moments together, love each other absolutely for the rest of this lifetime and forevermore?
We will.
Now, Dan, look at Michelle. Do you take Michelle to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
And do you promise to stay by Michelle's side in sickness and in health, in joy and in sorrow, as well the good times and the bad? Do you promise to laugh with her, cry with her, cherish her for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Now, Dan, if you could please repeat after me. Look at Michelle. Michelle,
Michelle,
Today I give you
Today I give you
my promise to stay by your side,
I promise to stay by your side
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
for richer and for
for
poorer,
richer and poorer,
as well as the good times and the bad.
as well as good times and the bad.
I promise to love you
Promise to love you
without reservation,
without reservation,
to comfort you in times of distress,
comfort you in times of distress,
and encourage you to achieve
and encourage you to achieve
all of your goals.
all of your goals.
I will laugh with you,
I will laugh with you,
I will cry with
I
you,
will cry with you,
and grow old with you.
and grow old with you.
I promise to always be open
I promise to always be open
and honest with you,
and honest with you,
and cherish you,
and cherish you,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
Now,
Wait a
Michelle,
minute.
do you take Dan as your lawfully wedded husband?
Do.
And do you promise to honor, cherish, protect him, and be faithful to him?
I do.
And do you promise to stay by Dan's side in sickness and in health, in joy and in sorrow, as well as the good times and bad? Do you promise to laugh with him, cry with him, and cherish him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
So now, Michelle, repeat after me.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. Dan,
Dan,
today I give you my promise
today I give you my promise
to stay by your side,
to stay by your side
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
for richer, for
for
poorer,
richer, for poorer,
through the good times and the bad.
through the good times and the bad.
I promise to love you
I promise to love you
without reservation,
without reservation,
to comfort you
to comfort you
in times of distress,
in times of distress,
to encourage you
to encourage you
to achieve all your goals.
to achieve all your goals.
I will laugh with you,
I will laugh with you,
cry with you,
cry with you,
and grow with you.
and grow with you.
I promise to always be open and honest,
I promise to always be open and honest,
and to cherish you
and to cherish you
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
Now you both have chosen to wear rings as a reminder of these promises. And people often say that wedding bands are a perfect circle with no beginning and no end. But these rings really did have a beginning. The stones were formed a long time ago in the earth, and eventually a series of lucky events caused them to rise to the surface, or someone dug them up. Metal was liquefied in a furnace of 1,000 degrees, molded, cooled, and painstakingly polished. Something beautiful is made from raw elements. I hope you remember that you've created something invaluable. And just as I know you will protect these rings, I am confident that you'll protect the commitments that you've made to one another here today. And Brett, if you could please step forward with your rings. Now you've been holding those rings and infusing them with all the love, the well wishes, and blessings from everyone gathered here today. So thank you very much. So now, Dan, if you could please take Michelle's left hand,
Your ring.
place the ring on her finger, and repeat after me. Michelle,
Michelle,
you are my life,
you are my life,
my love,
my love,
and my best
and
friend.
my best friend.
I choose you
I choose you
to be my
to
wife,
be my wife,
to have and to hold
to have and to hold
from this day forward.
from this day forward.
I will love you,
I will love you,
honor you
honor you
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
And now, Michelle, if you could please place your ring for Dan on his finger and repeat after me.
No.
Dan,
Dan,
you are my life,
you are my life,
my love,
my love,
and my best
and
friend.
my best friend.
I choose you to be my husband,
I choose you to be my husband,
to have and to hold
to have and to hold
from this day forward.
from this day forward.
I will love you,
I will love you,
honor you
honor you
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
And with this ring,
And with this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
So if you could take each other's hands one more time. The ring, by this shape, is a symbol of the bond that exists between the two of you. It is continuous and never ending. By placing those rings on your fingers, you are sealing the vow that you made to each other. May you live together in unity, happiness, and love. And throughout the ceremony, Michelle and Dan, they have vowed in our presence to be loyal and loving to one another. They have formalized the existence of the bond between them with words spoken and giving and receiving of rings. Therefore, I am very happy and very honored to now pronounce you husband and wife. And the moment we all know Michelle's been waiting for. You ready? Kiss Dan. So if you turn around and please present yourselves. Wait till the music plays till you walk. So ladies and gentlemen, it is truly with much honor to present to you this newly wedded couple. If you would please step down the stairs and start your new journey in life. And if we could have, at the conclusion of this ceremony, our immediate family members to go back downstairs. They're going to take a few moments with our photographer. Everyone, many blessings, safe journeys, and that concludes this part of our celebration for today. Thank you. Go ahead and sign that, please.
I don't know about
And now,
that.
Michelle?
Is that legal?
Yeah, that's legal.
Your signature gets worse as you get older.
You wanna know what mine is?
Yeah.
Mine went downhill. Now I just squiggled.
Now, ladies, moms, if I could have you sign over there as witnesses, and you are welcome to sign however you would like to.
Oh, I did the same thing.
All right, so Michelle and Dan, do you want to pick up your license and show everybody that you are now mostly already married?
All right, take a picture.
Yay!